Recently, I relaunched my email welcome sequence, and you asked me to see an overview of how I did it. So, if you want to see the sequence for yourself, all you need to do is drop me a line below, and I'll send you the opt-in link so that you can swipe the sequence and inspire yourself to write your own. So, before I share my screen and show you what the first email of the sequence looks like, um, I just want to preface this by saying the first factor in increasing your email open rates, especially for a welcome sequence, is really simple. It's telling people to go open that email in the first place. So when people opt onto my list, I redirect them to a thank you page. And on that thank you page, I have a video. It's very short. Essentially, the goal of that thank you page is to get people to know what to expect when they have opted in to receive something, what to expect from my email list, and what to expect from the resource that they asked to receive. And I also let them know that they can expect to receive it in a few minutes in their inbox. The second purpose of that page is to get people to book a call with me, but that's a subject for another day. So right away, people need to go open that email to access the resource that they opted in for. And I encourage them to do that in my video by specifying how they can really use that resource to their advantage. I tell them, hey, go get this. Here's what you can try out right away. Try it out with one email, send it out, let me know how it works, etc. So in the first email that I send them, where I give them their resource, it is very simple. And let me just share my screen so I can show you directly. So this is the first email that people receive. And I keep things super simple because at that point, people are new. I don't want to overwhelm them with my entire life story just yet. But I do want to give them another reason to open my next email. So to do that, I take the time to acknowledge that being in their inbox in the first place is really a privilege for me. I give them a link to their resource next. Here's the link. And then what I do afterwards, I go right away into telling them how they can whitelist my email address. So telling them to whitelist my email address helps ensure that I don't land in the promotions tab or the spam folder. And then I keep it very short. I let them know to hit reply and let me know how they found me. This essentially helps me figure out what's working and what's not working and the ways that I build my email list. And the final thing that I do in this email is I give a small snippet just to let people know that I'm a real person replying to these emails. And I add a little tidbit about myself. So in this case, I'm making a jab about people sending me love letters via email because yes, this does happen. It's super weird. So this does provide a little bit of intrigue to people who are new to my world. Before I go on, here's something really important that you need to realize with email marketing. Yes, you can increase open rates with your subject lines, making them interesting, etc. You can also increase open rates by improving actually end up in people's inboxes. But another way to get really great email opens, for whether that's for your welcome sequence or for any of your emails, is to see each email as a catalyst for the next email. So here's what I mean. In email marketing, people often say each email should have just one purpose. It shouldn't try to sell like several things or try to make several offers. But while it's true that it shouldn't try to sell several things at once, it's not quite true that each email only has one purpose. And here's why. Each email has two purposes. It has the main purpose, whether that is to get people to click on a link to your video or book a call with you or whatever. And the second purpose of each email is to get people to want to open the next email you're going to send them. It's to get people to like you, to start trusting you, and to start looking forward to each of those emails that you're going to send. And that is the main purpose of the second email in my sequence. So this second email, it has a very simple subject line, and I don't really go into detail about like my life story or whatever, but it's really giving people an idea of what to expect from the emails I'm going to be sending them for the foreseeable future, and why they should open them in the first place. It lets people know the potential benefits of being on my email list, and how opening my emails will help them with their business. I also let them know upfront that every email has a pitch in it, but that they, even if they don't act on the pitch, so even if they don't book a call with me, even if they don't work with me one-on-one, even though they don't buy anything from me, they're still going to get something positive from opening and reading the email. And so by doing this, I make it more likely that people want to read my emails because they know that it's not just a sales pitch. They're going to get something more out of my email than just a sales pitch. And that's how you start building a relationship with your email list. You set an expectation of what it's going to be like. You give people a glimpse of what you or your brand are like. And you make sure that every email makes people want to read every other email you'll send in the foreseeable future. So that is the most important part of your welcome sequence, is making sure that they want to keep reading for the foreseeable future and for the rest of the time they are on your email list. So it would take us a while to go through like this entire email sequence and break it down. So if you want to see it for yourself and read it and experience it as it's meant to be experienced, the best way to do that is to opt in to receive it. So if that's something that you'd like to see, just drop me a yes below and I will send